Spring break is a popular time to travel, and if you're planning to go out of town with your family, you'll want to listen up to this.
Some very important and easy things we can all do. Rania Mankarious, Executive Director with Crime Stoppers of Houston, is here with some tips to keep everyone safe. Welcome back to the show. It's been a minute since we've seen you.
I know. Happy 2020. Happy New Year.
2020.
Yes.
Can you believe? And you always, Rania, you have such great advice for us. This is not to scare people.
No.
But it's just to remind people that simple things like, hey, going out on vacation, posting on Facebook, your house is empty. I mean, this is basic stuff that many of us do that could be putting us in danger.
There's so many things. And look, we want you to travel. We want everybody to go out and enjoy spring break. This is the time. But just think about your safety when you're doing it. So there's so many things we look at. One, do you even know the city, the country you're going to? Are there any travel bans, any travel warnings? Right now we're talking about the coronavirus. There are other things that we need to be thinking about. The State Department has such an easy to navigate website. There's a program you can sign up for. It's free. It's called STEP. It's Smart Travelers Enrollment Program. They're gonna stay in touch with you while you're away. They're gonna make it easy for you to get alerts if there's something going on in the city you're going to. They're gonna notify your family. There's so many things you can do to keep yourself safe proactively. And some of it's in your hands and some of it's not. But you started, Derek, with social media. What are we posting and why and when and how? Why servers, networks, are they secure or not? There's just so many things to think about.
With that being said specifically, you're literally telling people that your house is going to be empty.
Yeah, you know, and again, it's not the thought that everybody's out to get you. But we do have to keep in mind that there are thieves who troll social media looking for homes that are vacant. So think about when you're posting. If you want to post during your travel, of course you can, but it might be better to post after. Think about something else. Do your friends want to be tagged in the posts? Maybe they don't want other people to know they're traveling. So as a group, as a group of friends, talk about it beforehand. You know, something that's silly, a lot of us take rideshare, Uber to the airport. It's so much easier. But do you want to tell your Uber driver that you're going to be gone for the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
We were just talking about this the other day.
And again, it's not to assume that everybody's out to hurt you or get you, but it's just something to think about. You know, you can call your neighborhood police department. They'll do drive-bys, make sure your home is okay. Even tell you, you know, there's a package outside your door. Do you want us to collect it if you're going to be gone for some time? You can call, provide these services. Make sure your home is locked. You know, the lights can come on automatically from time to time. A lot of us have those smart home features now. Just small, simple things you can do to protect yourself.
And maybe not take a phone call and tell people where you're going in the Uber.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, look, because we don't want people to be paranoid, but we're not thinking about our safety proactively. So we're encouraging people to do that. Thinking of phone calls, when you're home, when you're gone and you have your home alarm on, if your alarm goes off, where does the alarm company, who do they call? Some people say, well, I have them call my office. Great, you're not at your office. Okay, well, they call the home. You're not home. They call my cell. Well, does your cell work overseas? So think about how your alarm system is set up, how that's working while you're gone. Make sure they're notified that you're going to be out of the country in case there's some issues getting in touch with you.
So first step here, make sure your destination is safe. You mentioned the State Department's website. We can look it up and sign up for the STEP program.
Yes.
And then regardless of where our destination is, a theme park, a water park, international, domestic, you say just be aware.
Be aware. I mean, yes, you're on vacation. Yes, have fun, of course. But it doesn't mean that your safety is no longer a priority or everybody around you is on vacation having fun too. No, wherever you go, there are thieves, there are people that are looking to harm you, and you have to be careful of it. There are some cities in the world that are known for pickpockets.
Oh, yeah.
There are cafes where it is known that it's an unsecured network. If you're going to go on there and log on, somebody else is probably going to get your information. So just think about it. Know about it. Is a city that you're going to, have they had riots recently? Are there problems with ride sharings there? Is there a problem with alcohol? We've saw some cities, you know, where there were problems with alcohol in the city. So just have an idea of what you're walking into and go and explore and have the best time while you're safe.
Always lock up your valuables.
It's very important. And you know, there's a strategy to this. So you have your passport, put your original in the hotel safe, have a copy on you, and then have a copy back home for friends and family or somebody you can contact. And again, while you're out and about, have an extra credit card and extra cash and the hotel's safe as well. Don't carry, like if you're like me, I literally have every pocket stuffed with something.
Right.
You don't have to have everything on you at all times. Leave it back in the hotel. So if something were to happen, you have some place to go and get your belongings.
I was pickpocketed once in Madrid on the first day of vacation, and everything was gone. And
Everything
luckily,
was gone.
I borrowed from friends. Water safety, this is a big one, Rania. Something that a lot of people don't think about, but there are a lot of deaths and near drownings when families go on vacation.
Well, watch your kids. And then again, not everything operates the way we do here. So we were just traveling this summer. The hotel had no lifeguards on duty. They didn't even have safety devices nearby. So if something happened, you're sort of on your own. So you have to watch your kids. But think about alcohol in the heat, alcohol when you're in the water. If you want to take out a boat, great. But make sure you know how to use the boat. Make sure you know where to go. If there are spots you shouldn't be in the water, just things to think about, but to still enjoy the water as you travel.
If you have young kids, it's very important that when you're traveling, they know where you're staying, correct? Because in the event there is some sort of family separation when you're on an outing, they need to be able to tell a helpful person how to get back to their hotel.
And this is, of course, age appropriate. So we were just at Universal Studios, and I saw a little girl, maybe 3 years old, hysterically crying for her mom. I was going to just start crying with her. Of course, her mom's looking forward to, but you know, when something like that happens, it's about luck. You just hope you're lucky enough to find each other, or this little 3-year-old knows to go to a police officer. But when you're out and about, you have kids, tweens and older, stop and say, hey, look, we're going to be staying at the Marriott. Our room is 404. If we get lost, this is exactly what you need to do. Give them information. A lot of times we just lug our kids with us and really don't hope we're just hoping they're following our footsteps and walking along with us, which of course they are, but there's no reason to keep that information from them. Let them know where you're staying. And even what your plans are for the day. That's not always good because they're going to complain. But it's okay. You know, share what you're doing and have safety checks and points along the way.
With the tweens, I would share the social media dangers with them as well, because they just post and post and post.
You know, we see stories all the time of kids posting they were in France or wherever, and somebody will reach out to them later and say, oh, I was just there. What did you find interesting? And they use that as a way to start a correspondence or a friendship with those kids.
Wow.
Let kids know that those things happen.
Okay, Rania Mankarious, thank you so much for stopping by. Some great tips to keep us safe on spring break. And in the meantime, if you would like to connect with Rania, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv, and look for the Scene on Houston Life section.
And y'all do us a favor, pop on over to our Instagram page and click on that follow button. Every day we post behind-the-scenes pictures, videos, and so much more.
Just search Houston Life TV and let the fun begin. We'll be right back.